If I ask you a question, have you leveraged your full and your optimal potential? What do you think your response is likely to be? And this question is in the context of your being a whole person, because you have an intellectual dimension, you have a physical dimension, you have a relational dimension, and you have a spiritual dimension. I really don't know about you, but I certainly have not realized my optimal potential. And I do believe that a lot many of you will possibly have a similar response. So my next question, now this is a bit intimidating. Why not? Why have you not leveraged your optimal potential? What do you think is the key problem? Is it to do with the outside, the external environment and circumstances, or is it to do with your inside? Allow me the liberty to say that has got nothing to do with the outside, but it's about your inside. Because the outside is a mere reflection of what's going on inside of you. So pardon me, but the problem is you. And that includes me too. With due humility, the only person stopping you is you. The only problem you will ever have is you. And the only solution you will ever have is you. The key is to get yourself out of your own way. So my next question, what about you? What about you do you need to get out of your own way? It's your mind. Please don't get me wrong. Your mind is brilliant. It's marvelous. But if not handled well, your mind can be your enemy number one and be your biggest blocker and your stopper to growth, to change and transformation. So here, let me share a big secret and a perspective with you. You are not your mind. Let me explain this. You have an arm, right? You have a leg. And I believe you also have a car. But you're not the arm. You're not the leg. You're not the car. You have a car, but you're not the car. Similarly, you have a mind, but you are not your mind. Now, this is an important awareness for you to sense the separation between you and your mind. The separation between you and your mind. Because this awareness will give you the liberty and the freedom to take authority over your mind and to be able to direct it, to command it and control it, so that your mind works in your favor rather than working against you. Now, please do remember that if you don't run your mind will run you. Your mind is a battlefield. Be its commander. not its soldier. Because if you are able to win the battle first in the mind, you will win any battle on the outside too. But if you are a soldier of your mind, then you will be listening to those protective voices of fear, worry, doubt, hopelessness, worthlessness, sorrow, despair. Because your protective mind will be driving you by fear. That is why so many people tiptoe through life in the hope of making it safely to death. You certainly don't want to be that person. Instead, be the commander of your mind, because your biggest power is your ability to choose and install your own empowering thoughts and believe them, because that will give you power and freedom. I realized that my growth journey started when I started speaking to my mind more than listening to it. Because if I was listening to my mind, I would have remained stuck listening to those old fear-based voices, to those old conditioning, to those old self-limiting beliefs. So speak to yourself the empowering and new story which will override those old stories and propel you to take evaluated risks, unconditional action, at times to do it afraid, to jump and build your wings along the way. Because everything you want to optimize your potential is on the other side of fear. So be the commander of your mind. And if you do that, you will be unstoppable. You will unleash your power. You will taste your potential, and you will redefine what impossible means to you.